Hey YouTube, what's up? This is JCO Modern Warfare. This video is just a little bit of an update of how the rest of the summer is going to work on my YouTube channel. And I've also got a few questions from a few people, maybe not so much on my comments down below, but some people I know personally, and some people have shot me private messages or emails about a few questions. This isn't really a Q&A, but just a few questions some people wanted to know, kind of the more popular questions about my channel and whatnot that I haven't answered since I started this when I turned 13, which was, I can't think of it right off bat because I'm not doing my math right now, but anyways, so the rest of the summer I hope to have some more videos out. I don't know. They could be reaction videos. They could be reviews on my review channel. Yeah, I know I've slacked a lot this summer. But, you know, I'm going to try and make it up now because, you know, I got to find something to do. So I figure why not make some videos and do some writing and whatnot. So, yeah, I think, I don't even know what I was about to say. I don't know why I just said that, but anyways. So the way it's going to work is, you know, I'm going to try and put a video out maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that of something. I don't know what it's going to all be about. It could be a reaction video. It could be a, you know, maybe I'll even start my top 5s back up. I've been meaning to make a top 5 or top 15 actually scariest logos of all time and just rank all of them. So I guess you could say the return of the scary logos should be coming soon, because that was a pretty popular video on my channel. A lot of people have been requesting me to do another one, because I know I had to stop it at one point because not all the logos that most people find are scary, even though there's a lot of them in there. There's some in there that I didn't find that scary and I didn't throw them in there, but there were some that I did. But yeah, so I'm thinking about starting my top 5s back up. I've had some questions about that. Actually, I have about 5 questions that people have been asking me, so I'm going to answer those right now. So the first one, of course, like I said, was, are you going to resume your scary logos? I'm not going to resume it as going another top 5 because there's really no more that I can do. I know there's a lot of logos that do bug some people, and some people find, you know, frightening and whatnot, and some of those I personally don't find frightening. I'm mostly going off of my experience of what I've had as a child and growing up, and how, you know, some of the logos were kind of creepy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check out, I know I said this kind of late, but go check out my video. It's top 5 scariest logos, and I think they're in like different parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, something like that. I had lots of fun making those, but I had to cut it off at some point. But I should probably get back into that. And I'm thinking of maybe doing a top 15 or a top 10 of all time, you know, and kind of go into more detail about it than maybe I did in some of those videos. Where in those videos, I just stated, yeah, this scared me because of this or that. But maybe not just my experience, but maybe why other people might find it creepy, or what makes... I might even make a video on what makes a logo creepy. If you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below and I'll get to work on it. My second question, actually this is a question I get asked most of the time, is how do you pronounce your channel name? Okay, this is kind of a big story, so I'm going to give you guys the 2-minute version of that story. Basically, when I created my YouTube channel back in the day, I put a typo. I wanted it to be Modern Warfare, like the video game Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but because I was a big fan of that game at the time, and I still am a big fan of that game, but I wanted it to be called Modern Warfare, and I didn't realize it until about a week after creating my channel. I had a typo and I couldn't go back and fix it, and I ended up spelling Modern Warfare. Yeah, I completely spelled that wrong. I'm sure that's why I get questions a lot about if I can spell, or if I'm dyslexic, or you know, are your grammar skills okay and whatnot, because probably a lot of it's people look at my channel name and going, what the heck is this guy doing, you know? But you know, the way that I pronounce it is Modern Warfare, like the video game. Yeah, but that's one of the big questions I've gotten, you know, like about how to pronounce it. Why did you spell it wrong? But yeah, that was more like the 30-second version. But yeah, I get basically, like I said, I created my channel. I was excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and everything, and I didn't pay attention to my spelling, and it surprisingly took it. But yeah, and so yeah, the way I spell it, Modern Warfare, even though, or the way pronounce it, I mean, that's how you pronounce it, even though I spelled it Modern Warfare. Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. So that's why at the beginning of each video you'll hear me say, this is JC at Modern Warfare. And actually the way I say that, and even though Modern Warfare is not a company, and I don't work for it, but for some reason, for all these years I've been saying this is JC at Modern Warfare. I don't know why. It's just something, I guess, that I started saying and it just stuck. But I think I said it in one video and then it just kind of stuck from there. But that's kind of my channel intro, you know, hey, what's up, this is JC at Modern Warfare. I know you don't hear that all the time. Sometimes you'll just hear JC Modern Warfare. And I think I did say that a couple times as well. And then I started throwing in the at not too long ago. Sometimes, you know, maybe I say it both ways. So, you know, whatever. So, but you guys get the idea. It's my channel. I'm Modern Warfare, also known as JC by a lot of my friends. That's why I say this is JC, because my initials. But anyways, my next question that I got asked was, oh, why did you get into reaction videos and whatnot? The reason I got into reaction videos is because I saw lots of people on the internet doing them, and what I saw it mostly for was stuff like, you know, 2 Girls 1 Cup, and a lot of the shock videos. You know, I didn't understand what the whole vibe was at first, so I refrained from doing them until I started seeing people react to like trailers, gaming videos, you know, what else do we have out there? You know, popular YouTube poops, funny things, just a bunch of different things there, and that's when I started trying to do reaction videos, and I thought I'd try my hand at it, and it's been going alright. I think my most popular reaction video to date is the one I recently did, which brings me to my next question. What got you into Traces of Death? I've actually had a few people ask me that, like, they're saying, John, you're such a cool person, why did you get into Traces of Death? I'm not going to really say that I'm into it. I'm sure when you watched my reaction, I was pretty grossed out by it. For those of you who don't know what Traces of Death is, Traces of Death is a 1993 what they call shockumentary, and I guess what that is it's like a documentary that pretty much shows man's inhumanity to man. So just a lot of like nasty things that happen in real life. Yeah, and it was pretty rank. But what got me into doing that reaction, or how I found out about it, is a YouTuber by the name of Steve, who runs a channel called Shock Extreme 1, or as he calls it, Shock Extreme Productions. And he's into a bunch of like shot-on-video horror movies, and a lot of the B horror movies and whatnot, and, you know, kind of like, I don't know if I call it spooky music, but like, I guess, like metal and different kinds of things like that. And he makes like short movies on YouTube. He does reviews. He reviewed the whole Traces of Death series, and it was a video of he and his friends reacting to the original, the one that I reacted to, Traces of Death Part 1. They reacted to, and you could tell that they were not enjoying it. I found the video funny, even though I know that his friends are probably going through pure hell. I found it funny because, you know, the way they were reacting to it, some of the things he was saying, because I like at the beginning of the video, says, I know lots of you make reaction videos for disgusting things like 2 Girls 1 Cup, and then he says, I don't really pay attention to any of that crap. I lost it. I don't know why, but I thought it was the funniest thing, because I like how he acknowledged that 2 Girls 1 Cup was disgusting, which it is. But he says I don't pay attention to any of that crap. I just found it funny. I know I probably shouldn't be talking so much about that, but about why it made me laugh or whatnot. But you get my point. And so they watched the first 15 minutes, and that's exactly what I did on my video, my reaction video. And let me just say, it was awful. It was horrifying. It was disgusting. It was disturbing. It was just bad. The narration was bad. You know, it's like a movie. It's like a cheap movie that you can make in your basement, like a movie I'm making right now. It's just like you get a bunch of clips from like a newsreel or from like the coroner's office, or I don't know, wherever they got the footage from, and then you just edit it together on like iMovie or something. But yeah, I mean, I know, jokes on me because I use iMovie still. I'm old fashioned, but that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, I will admit I did get a little too curious, and I did go back and end up watching a good majority of the original Traces of Death, and that's why I say it was awful. I turned it off halfway through, right before they got to the infamous sex change scene. Yeah, so we're gonna move on. Yeah, I was smart enough. Move on. Okay, and my final question is, John, why don't you react to shock videos like Two Girls, One Cup, or One Man, One Jar, or anything like that? Well, two reasons. One, I hate to say this, I know I'm going to sound sick for saying this, but I've seen a lot of those videos. I'm not going to go into the stories of why or how. I'm just going to say Two Girls, One Cup was a dare, and the other one I was tricked into, or something like that. And the one thing I like to do when I make my reactions is I want it to be all natural. I don't want anything to be fake. So that's why I don't do the reactions if it's something I've seen or whatnot. Like the Thor Ragnarok trailer, I saw that about actually a week before the trailer dropped. The movie theater. I was at the movies, and I can't remember what I was watching, but the trailer for Thor Ragnarok came on, and I was excited and everything. And then the trailer, I don't know how they got a hold of it earlier, but somehow they got the trailer a week before it released online, because after that, the week after, I saw that it had been released, and I was going to plan on making a reaction video, but I was like, my reaction is not going to be real. It's going to be fake, and people are going to probably know, so I'm like, no, we're not going to do it. Maybe the second trailer, if there's another trailer that comes out soon for Thor Ragnarok, which I'm going to be guessing there is, I will do that one. Usually if I see about 5 to 10 seconds of the trailer, I usually won't do a reaction. Even though I know that's like a short time slot, you're like, oh, you just saw the beginning, you haven't seen the whole thing. But still, you know, I'm one of those people who likes to keep it real, so if I've seen it, I don't do it. And number two, I'm just not a big fan of doing things like that. I don't like watching these things. The only reason I did Traces of Death is because I thought this guy's reaction was funny, and I thought, why not take the challenge? You know, I mean, how bad can it be? Of course, until I watched it. You know, haha, sure right I am, but, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I just lost my train of thought again, dang it. Okay, but anyways, what I was going to say is the only reason I reacted to that video was because, like I said, I saw Shock Extreme's reaction with his buddies, and I know he's going to be doing a new one soon. I called him out actually to do a part 2, which he said should be coming soon, so I'm excited to see that. And I'm also excited to hear the story of how he got involved with Traces of Death in his life. I already know how I got involved with it because of Shock Extreme. That's the only reason I know about Traces of Death. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. But anyways, back on point. I keep getting off topic. I need to be better at staying on topic. But anyways, the reason that I did the reaction to that, I already explained, because of him, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to try, and I figured I said I'm never going to do a shock video on my channel, but if I'm going to do it, why not do the most shocking of them all? So yeah, so that's the 5 questions people have been wondering about me, I guess. And yeah, so hopefully there'll be a new video up soon within, if not this week, definitely next week. I want to try and get a video out. I am going to be helping somebody soon, so I will have some limited time, but I hope to get this video out, and I hope to get another video out either by the end of this week or sometime next week. So anyways, this has been JC Modern Warfare. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys throughout the month of July and August, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.